Justice Show with JackieRay Phillips at YikesRadio.com. And you know, guys, we're also now simultaneously on AccelerateRadio.net. So shout out to, oh, you know what, guys? Yikes, I was bad. I didn't give sponsorship respect.
You did.
And you just outed yourself right to the public.
I know, Lori, because Lori's probably going to beat me up. Linda Gay.
You did.
She's going to be like, what? See what you guys did to me?
You can't hurt my girlfriend, miss. You know, we love your sponsorship. Who are we talking about?
My sister.
She is so
Miss
funny.
Lori Ray Fisher of Gingy Productions and Entertainment Company, as well as APS Muscle Cars and WMPJ Steelworks. So thank you here on the poetry.
Rock and roll.
Hey.
Rock and roll is here. Okay, so we're back on the Poetry of Justice Show. Renee, how are you tonight?
I'm doing wonderful, thank you.
Great. So we're back, and we're going to talk a little bit about immigration and your decisions to. We talked a little bit about how far will you go for that? Renee, I think Algeria. What was your country, please?
Yeah, Algeria. Actually, I went to Tunisia, and then
He was Algerian by nature.
yeah,
Okay.
the second husband was.
No, that's good. This is good stuff.
Second
Wow.
husband was Algerian. We met. We
Okay.
met into Tunisia because
Okay.
it was issues, and then the third husband is from Morocco.
Okay.
So I like to try to kind of focus on Morocco.
Absolutely, Morocco. All about Morocco. It's all about Morocco.
Yeah.
Absolutely, amen.
Yeah, it was, when you, for me, and let's go back for me,
Yes.
because I can only speak of me. Taking that trip, getting on that trip, it's a rush, and I like that. And finally getting there, and you're seeing your family, you're seeing the love of your life or whatever it is. It's just relaxing. But yeah, I do anything for him, and he would do anything for me. So that's kind of where our relationship is.
I love
beautiful. That's really awesome.
I know.
It really
I know.
is.
Frida.
I'm
Thank you
coming
so much,
to
Renee.
Morocco.
I have a home for you.
It's so beautiful. The culture is just from the research I've done. Like I said, when I went to, Lori and I took a trip to New York. You guys know Lori and I, we do our little annual, Sissy and I. What did matter is this one particular time we were there, we decided that we were going to do something different, and we went to a Moroccan club, right? You know, the guys kind of give you the little people. Oh God, forgive me. The concierge desk, and you're like, oh, what do I want to do here? And they kind of tell you a couple places to go. So anyway, Moroccan club was on the list to go. And it was one of the most fabulous experiences. I vividly remember it. You know what I'm saying? It's like, you're partying, you're rocking, and you're like, whoa. But this was like memorable to me in that the colors, I know what you're saying, Renee, the richness and the decorations, and that's when I first did hookah. I hadn't done hookah before,
Yes.
Linda.
Belly dancing.
Of course, you.
I am taking belly dance lessons.
All
Because that kind of music is so incredible to move to.
It is.
Belly dancing, right? You
Yes.
see a lot of that, right?
Nick,
Shout
when you
out.
went to visit your husband in Morocco, did you get a chance to go to a belly dance?
I actually have not seen one, but I have seen women dancing and being just
Yeah.
all about
Yeah.
it. And you see this in the streets. You see them all packed inside of a car, and they're just having just a good old time. And just everything about Morocco. It's a very humble country. And for me, I need that because my reality here versus my reality there are just so different. They only need a little bit versus I have too much. It just life there is just so different and amazing. In my eyes, it's amazing, and it will take you back. The people are very, very giving. They're very loving. They'll give they'll take their shirt off just so that you won't be cold.
Wow.
Everyone will welcome you to their home and feed you and make sure you're good to go. You need a place to stay? There's a bed. Hey, you know what? If you need a place to stay, I have a house over here.
Yes. I hear home. Would you say Morocco is home to you when
It
you're
is.
home?
Yes.
And physically, of course, with your husband, but in your heart, it seems like that's home.
It is.
And it gives you peace.
That is my peace. And when I'm at home and I'm having a really rough day, I just pull up my pictures and I just go back to what I remember. And I listen to the music and the videos and just talking to my husband. And he's been amazing.
So he lives there and you live in Lancaster?
Yes, right now we are going through the immigration process. We're.
So you're going to Morocco? You're going to live in Morocco?
That was one of the
You
goals
have to,
I-
girl, the way you're talking about that culture. Oh
It's
my God, if you
amazing.
don't go and
Yeah.
stay here where you're not feeling it here.
Yeah,
You just
I'm not.
said that, right? Or
Yeah.
that's what I heard.
I really am not feeling it here.
Yeah,
It's
yeah,
just
yeah.
too much.
Get your ass
Yeah.
over to
45 is really-
Morocco. Go! What are you waiting
Taking me to a
for?
whole new level.
Expat.
Yeah.
Doesn't matter,
Right.
because you were talking about heart.
Yes.
You know that you have to follow your passion. You have to follow your heart, because your heart will never lie to you.
Yeah.
Exactly.
No? Mhm.
Exactly.
What do you think about that, Ms. Renee?
I think it's absolutely phenomenal. In these days and times, I mean, we gotta get it where you can get it. And if you find it in Morocco or you find it
That's
in,
right.
don't find it in Africa, but if you find it,
What's wrong with Africa?
There's nothing wrong with Africa. It's very nice.
that's a
actually.
whole nother show. But,
I'd
yeah,
love to
no,
go to Africa, but I'm
really,
scared to death to go to Africa.
wherever you get love, you know what I'm saying? I'm just all about it. I talk, people think I'm a real rough person, rough around the edges and stuff like that. I'm really not. I do believe in that, like the Constitution of marriage. I believe
Yeah.
in love. I really do. I believe it exists. I believe it's a beautiful thing. And I'm really happy for those that find it.
I think love and marriage are two different concepts.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely.
Would you break that down for us a little more? Or just down?
Well, you can be married to anybody. You don't necessarily love them,
Right.
That's true.
right? And love is what Renee is describing, what she felt in that country. She felt love. People who love you bring you into their home, which is part of the intimate nature of their lives. And to bring people into the intimacy of your life, you know, you have to really have to trust them to do that, right? You know, and so love is based on trust, based on respect, you know, and interest and desire, and what nurtures that soul that makes you feel that heat and passion for a people or a person, right? Or of poetry, of music, of art. I mean, love encapsulates so many things around us on a daily basis, and how we feel about animals and the world and life and television and celebrities and journalism. I mean, you know, the list goes on and on. You can be passionate about all those things and love it. So marriage is a commitment. It's a responsibility that you've taken on. You know, things happen in a marriage, and you buy property, or you have children, you know, or you buy a dog, you know, and so it comes with all these responsibilities. So maybe the marriage morphs into something else, like a best friend or about partnership, or because we keep growing and evolving. In our experiences, as Freda was talking about, it was all these experiences that she had, you know, and she didn't like them.
Well,
you know,
that
but
I've
they
watched
colored your
others
life.
have.
But they colored your life,
Yeah.
and they gave you experience, and they gave you knowledge, and they gave you courage to be who you are.
Absolutely, I agree, 100%. Yeah, you know what I find really interesting is that, like, you can go to Morocco, places like that. You can go to other countries, and the people are so different from us here. So very welcoming,
Yes.
so very loving, and you wonder, like, why do they fight to get over here to this whole place? You know what I'm saying? And
Yeah, right
especially now, with all this stuff that's going on with the whole immigration and him, you know what I'm saying? why do they fight to come here? Because they are in such better places,
They are
quite
actually.
frankly.
I think it's because everybody believes in that American dream.
Right?
Ka-ching! Ka-ching! Ka-ching!
Oh,
Everybody
they come for the
believes-
money?
Yes, because you can freely make money here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, there, $200, $300 for the month is what they live off of. But their foods are fresher. There's, I can't even begin to tell you. You know, but people live pretty decent.
Mhm.
You know, but you come here and you have this dream. I'm gonna have my set hours. I'm going to make this much money. I can build a business, and my king is not gonna destroy it or tax me for it. The way you know.
Right.
I mean, they have this dream. We are the great American melting pot, and people are seeing the past. You know, people who've come here, immigrants who've come here and been successful. They're like, you know, if they can do it, I can do it too.
Sure.
Yes.
So it's a dream. Freedom is a
Yes.
dream. You know, we can say whatever we want. We can do pretty much anything we want. Whereas they are restricted, and they don't have the say. You know, you can. It's sad because you have to work really long hours for nothing.
Yes.
You know, 16, 17, 18 hours for what, $1 a day, $2 a day?
Yeah.
Wow.
Slave wages.
It
Not
is.
even that.
Well, government is
So,
corrupt all over the world.
It is.
Okay, so whatever country you're in, whatever government they have, they're corrupt and powerful. So I say, stand in the radar, do your own thing, don't get too out of line,
Right.
you know, don't piss off too many people.
People. Basically, that's just the bottom line. Survival.
Right?
Guys, I
Yikes.
have a gentleman, right? And he's one to talk to. Hey, POJ.
Hey.
So let's put our listening caps on, guys, and there, and the listeners on Facebook, alrighty? Hey, POJ, I need your input. I am a 52-year-old man and veteran of the U.S. Army. I served in the military for over 20 years. I was married twice to American women, and both relationships resulted in disaster. I found the American women to be greedy and self-centered. My two ex-wives only wanted me for my financial stability and what I could provide for them. The two divorces almost cost me my pension. I was facing bankruptcy. Well, I've had enough of the selfish and greedy Americans, women. I want a wife who will do as she is told. I want a wife who will appreciate me for who I am and not just want what I can provide for them. So, I have begun the process to search for a mail order bride. A few of my buddies are giving me shit about it, calling me a sellout to America as a whole. They are questioning me on my allegiance to the US of A and to our American women. I don't feel that I owe anyone any explanation. So hey, POJ, what should I do? Have I sold out? Signed, Fast Track to Love.
No.
Linda?
Is
I
this
see
guy
you.
real? Is this guy, did he really just say that online, live?
Well, I said it, but he wrote us, so.
Okay, I just lost something here. Oh my God, not only did I lose sound, I'm losing my mind here. He really said this?
Oh, yeah, kind
He
of. Well, he
can't-
wrote it.
Is he watching us right now?
I hope so.
Are you watching us, dude? Because listen, dude.
Listen, Linda,
Listen, dude. You know, whatevs, man. You know, this is your life. You want to live it. Nobody's gonna. We couldn't even tell you this guy who has had such a beef with women. Not only with the women who took advantage of him, but hey, you signed the paper, man. Nobody like put a gun to your head. You know, people have choices.
Yes.
You made bad choices, dude. don't always blame other people for your bad choices, number one. Number two, you know, a woman that is going to do what you tell her to do, what is the matter with you? Women out here, do not date this guy.
Linda Kaye. So, you ain't feeling this dude, huh?
Door number 2.
Okay.
Right?
Miss Bustos.
You know, I can understand his situation. I understand it because I have been in those relationships with American men.
Yeah.
And I understand, for me, I want to be respected as a woman, and I want to be treated as a queen, you know? So, first of all, he's not selling himself. I mean, you know, okay, I understand, you know, you're right, he did the paper, okay, whatever. But this is the reason why I chose to do what I did. And that was to go out of my realm, my area, and pick somebody that I felt I could be comfortable with. Because, you know, dating here, within 2 hours, you're expected to be, you know,
Butt naked.
and I don't want to be. I don't. Yeah.
Yeah.
Unless you choose to be.
Right. Yeah.
But I don't want you manhandling me
Yeah.
in the second hour,
Talking
because that's
under
not
your
what I'm
clothes.
here for.
Yeah.
You know. So relationships here are.
But do you get up and walk away when they do that?
I'm fine.
You
You're
just
just
like turn and walk. You
I'm
don't
gone.
stay the rest
I'm
of the
gone.
night.
No.
Good girl.
You can't
Good
touch me.
girl.
I don't want you manhandling me.
Adios.
Right.
Hey, I
But-
love her.
I understand that there are a lot of men, there are a lot of groups on Facebook and out there that are men, women, black, white, Mexican, Hispanic, any, all,
Everybody's out there on
There,
social
right.
media.
looking for
Everybody.
somebody.
Yes,
Yes.
people want love.
Yes.
Isn't this what we're talking about?
Yes.
People
love.
are hungry. They are
Yes.
starving for love. And I see that all the time. I work in the mental health field. I'm a psychotherapist. And what I see so much in people that I work with is they're missing out on love.
Right.
And they're missing out on love because, well, unfortunately they have mental illness and they need to be taught how to behave.
Yeah.
Because they have problems making connections. And sometimes it can be mellowed out with medication, sometimes it needs medication and psychotherapy.
Right.
Sometimes people are just really fucked up.
Yeah, that's
And,
true.
and it just is what it is, you know, but love, people want love so bad. Even people across the border and their borders and their borders. It's what John Lennon said. All we need is love. La 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 la. All we need is love. La 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 la. All we need is love. Love. Love is all we need.
Gone, Linda Kaye. Gone, girl.
Renee, you know what I'm saying? It's just that kindred spirit. Love is in many splendor. And love is where you find it. And I think that's one of the biggest messages I'm receiving from you being here in the studio tonight. Is that love is where you find it, and that's in your heart and in your soul. We bring all of our lives, experiences more or less to the table, and we are able to bring that to the junction at these moments. And that's kind of who shapes us and what shapes us to who we are, and what we will accept and what we won't accept. So, I don't know. Yes, Dante. Okay, don't give it to me anyway. But I want to know, Freda Ross, what do you think about our caller here? I'm sorry, Renee, did you?
I'm done.
Okay.
You know, to each his own. You know me, I got stuck on the part about finding a woman to do whatever he tells me to do. No.
You lost, we were lost there, Freda.
Yeah, I'm lost. That's right, Dante.
That's not cool.
That's
Well,
a,
I know.
that's
Well,
a-
you know,
yeah,
but
that's
I
an epic
think-
fail. I do think though that, you know, and like you're saying, and I believe that it is to be had, love. I believe that there is someone for everyone.
Yes.
And wherever you find it, I was a very young girl, and I dated men of all other races, nationalities. I've dated men from all over the place, and there was a time actually when I really felt like men from other nationalities, races, were better to women than those here, right?
You mean the enabled, spoiled brats in America?
Yeah, right. But now, as I've gotten older, and I became more open and became more engaging of the men here and the men in my own race, I found that no, they're loving and they're caring and they're providers also. You know what I mean? But like Linda Kay stated, you know, I've seen things that like just turned me off. You know what I mean? But it turned me off, and it turned me off to great experiences. I believe, I'll say that. You know what I'm saying?
Well, you're a product of all your experiences.
Sure.
Yes, right.
Sure, but it's wherever you get it. I don't begrudge anyone. I personally, I would love to be married. I would love to do life with someone. I've been asked to marry twice, but I knew that I wasn't going to stay with that person, and I wasn't. And I'm a firm believer that, you know, if it's not right, I'm not doing it. If I'm not doing it for the right reasons, I'm not doing it. So wherever you find it, and it's good, and it's pure, and it makes you happy, I don't care what he looks like. Well, I do care for me, but yeah, you gotta be.
Well, I had to advertise.
Right, but you do it. Yeah. Get it, because it's
I advertise.
it's
Exactly.
a little rare, I think, these days and times. You know what I'm saying? And then men are not like they used to be.
Yeah.
Men are not like they used to be. So if you can find a man that's about, men don't do like they used to.
Well, that's his
I have a
call,
fear.
right? That's his call. That's what he's saying. He doesn't want to be the provider anymore.
Well, he gotta be the provider. He need to just go somewhere and hit a. I was gonna say.
I
He
disagree.
needs to
He
go
does not
somewhere.
have to be the provider.
No, he doesn't. He can be by himself.
There are plenty of women who will support men.
Okay, well, yeah.
Yes, there are.
Yeah.
But what I think is missing here, dude, just a little bit of education, if you don't mind. What you need to understand is you can get a woman to do anything, but you have to earn that from her.
Amen.
You know, if you treat her like gold and like a queen, as Renee wants to be treated, and give her what she wants, give her everything she asks for, just say yes to everything she says, then
Like Freda.
then
Yes.
she will do what you want.
Anything. Anything.
When I
You
mean
hear
by
that?
You got it.
That's a piece of gold I have
You
just
got
given
it.
you.
I think what I mean when I say queen is that my husband will just out of the blue soak my feet.
Sure. That's what I'm talking about.
He'll wash my feet and just give
I'm
or
next.
give me or give me a massage or treat me.
Amen.
He gives me the respect that a lot of others won't.
That's
And in
pampering.
return-
That's just not
and-
respect. That is
and in
pampering.
return-
That's A+ in my book.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is.
He respects me.
Yes.
And that's what, when we first met, it wasn't, hands-on, blah, blah, blah. He wanted to get to know me. He wanted to learn my ways. He studied me.
Yes.
And when a man studies you, he's very interested. If he can he can look past all your flaws and he looks into your soul. There's something there.
He's a keeper.
He's a
He is.
keeper.
And that's
A
what I
man
say.
who pays attention, oh my God, do they exist?
Yes, they do.
They do.
actually.
They do.
They do.
I'm just kidding. That's my husband. But,
They do. They really
Yes.
do. And I've had some really, really, really good ones. Good ones. I have men in my life today that have been in my life for years. I have absolutely no reason. We're not intimately involved anymore.
Those are
But
friends.
we
Those
are
real
because
people.
they're good guys.
Yeah.
They were good guys to me.
Right.
You know what I mean? They're there. they're out there.
Give them some shout outs. They're listening.
No, I can't. Linda,
What?
listen. No, I can't do that.
I'm sorry.
But
I apologize.
they know who they are, and I know who they are, and but it exists. I think though, like you said, your husband, he studied you. You have to study long. You study long or you study wrong. If you don't pay attention, then Houston, we have problems.
Exactly.
You know.
That's A number one.
Yeah, you pay attention and learn a person. Like you have to learn them, and they need to learn you.
Right.
They need to learn you.
So you don't have to say, dude, I told you that 100 times, man.
That expectation is what we start.
Don't you get it yet? When are you gonna get this?
You start
See, that's why I don't want to have
To do that.
because I'm studying you, and I already know my husband is already studying me. He knows things about. I'm like, oh, you know that, you know. So I think
Intuition.
I think
Very
maybe that.
intuitive. I'm just saying, the two of you are so connected.
We are.
He's very intuitive, so he's into your intuition more than that.
And girl, keep him.
Oh, I'm keeping this one.
Because like I said, they exist, but those particular type are hard to come by. You know, you gotta get through the forest and shit. You gotta, you know what I'm saying, to get to that tree.
And this one didn't have baggage.
Right.
Yeah.
You know, I did, but he has allowed me to get rid of it slowly. I mean, he knows. You know, I don't know.
He's
I'm
unpacking
grateful.
it with you, huh?
Huh?
He's unpacking it with you, huh?
There it is.
Yeah.
That's some good stuff.
Yeah.
That's good stuff.
Intimacy. It's
Well,
called
Jackie,
intimacy.
we didn't give him we didn't, I ain't got
I'm
no
like, now
advice
you
for
guys
him.
are being so ugly acting tonight. I don't know. I was like, so
Cause
is he a
he
sellout
shouldn't
or
have
what?
said
No, he's
that.
not a sellout.
You
I
guys
don't think he is.
totally didn't even care if he was a sellout or not.
No, because he lost me at do what I tell them to do.
Well, he's got education now, so he'll be better.
Keep tuning in.
Keep tuning
Keep
in.
tuning
You heard me
in.
like you say, keep tuning in.
Just do you, sweetie. Whatever
Yeah.
that means.
That's
Whatever
right,
it
right.
takes.
Because not everybody has to like you.
No.
That's true.
Not everybody's gonna
And-
like.
Right? So,
No.
why
And
try?
nobody's really care about what you do in your private life unless they're just out, you know, just to make trouble, you know?
Yeah.
But for me, I understand the guy. I understand that what he's facing or what he has gone through. So
But a lot of times people sometimes consider Americans as being spoiled. I said they're spoiled Americans, you know.
I've had a lot of people come up to me from other countries and go, "You're not an American. You're so different. You are like us." Well, what's us? You know? And I get it. I get it.
I have a
Well, you got it too.
This is a good one, and I can't even really see it, but I hope I'm saying your name correctly, Mr. Thompson. Yakub, Mr. Thompson says, disagree. Her comment goes back to what you said earlier. Giving a lady everything she asks for is not good. She has no challenge. I tried that. It doesn't work. And Mr. Johnson, I want everybody to chime in on that one. I would agree with you to a certain extent. I don't want a pussy.
Oh, yikes, radio.
I would agree with you. You don't say no at first, but I want you to get to the yes. How about that? Chime in. That was a very good comment.
So
yeah.
what if he's saying get rid of
He's
her? I got
saying
too
that
wild
no,
listening.
that doesn't work. You know, giving a woman everything that she asks for. He said because she has no challenge.
But
And
who
we
was
need
this woman? You know, we have
No,
to have.
he's speaking in general because
Well, then
you
you
had
can't.
said you got
You can't generalize everybody.
Yeah, that's
The
not fair.
relationship didn't work out for him. It was a relation slip.
No. He's commenting on our talk.
I know he
Not
is,
that.
but he's given his opinion based on what? A relationship. You have to have had a relationship to have that kind of an opinion. You know, you just don't make this up out of your head and say, you know, you can't give a woman
Sure,
everything,
sure,
you know.
sure.
Only certain people, you know, in this administration can like say,
Right.
no, women have got, you know, to keep that baby, you know, like it's your
Oh, Lord, yeah.
opinion.
Right.
You don't have experience in pregnancy, dude.
Right, and I think too that, like you're saying, that was his experience, right? So Mr. Thompson, possibly that was just a wrong choice, because some women are just not gonna take you for granted and your kindness and stuff. Not all women will. When I spoke of not wanting a wimp or a simple man, I want him to do everything it is that I want him to do as he would want me.
Right.
I
Reciprocity.
just don't, absolutely, because everything has reciprocal value,
That's
right?
right.
You get what you give.
That's
But,
right.
Mr. Thompson, yeah, I think that maybe those were just some bad choices for you. Yeah. What you think, Ms.
I
Nicole?
don't know, I think that, I mean, I understand Mr. Thompson's viewpoint. It sounds a little bit like, I think it boils down to somebody's gotta win. Somebody's
Really? Really?
Somebody's on top.
Somebody on bottom. Somebody pushing and somebody pulling.
Tigger, say something.
But we've
Why
all been
somebody's
there,
gonna be the bully.
right?
Somebody is gonna be the abused.
Well,
Yin and yang.
every kind of person
See,
in
I
this
don't
world.
like that concept. I
Right.
think that it can be good for both parties. I really do.
Of course
but
there's good
I
and good, bad
I
and
know
bad.
that there's gonna be, you're gonna have issues, you're gonna have disagreements, you're gonna have problems that arise. But, I don't wanna be the yin to somebody's yang. I don't wanna be positive and you the negative. I don't want that. That's kinda like that
Oil
that
and
whole,
water.
right, that's kinda like that analogy that people talk about when you go into relationships, you go in 50-50. No.
100.
When I if I go into a relationship with somebody, I want you coming in operating at 100% and me operating at 100%, because if that's not the case, then we're operating at a deficit right out the gate. Then you got a winner and a loser. Then you got a pusher and a puller.
Once at the 100, 100.
When it's not 100.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? We both need to be on the same level field. You know what I'm saying? And that's the reason why, you have to get with people
But
that
then
you're
there's no
equally
challenge.
yoked with.
But you said earlier you needed a challenge.
If I got somebody that's equally yoked with me, that think like, and most of the time I attract like minds, I really do. Strong-willed men. That's a challenge.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a challenge.
If you
Because I'm
you're a
looking
man,
at him
if you're
and
a
he
man,
acting like me.
if you're a man that does not keep me excited,
It's a
then
wrap.
forget it.
It's a wrap.
Exactly.
Forget it.
Yeah,
Forget it. I mean, that's why Les and I stay married. He says because he keeps making me laugh. And I said, that's right.
And you gotta find somebody that matches your brand of crazy.
That's right. Oh, yeah,
I
girl.
mean,
Absolutely.
That's right. Oh, I'm so down with that. Right? Because that's that handful that they bandy about in relationships. Oh man, he was such a handful. And I said, well, what does that mean? What is that filled with?
I want a handful. I don't want some.
Yeah.
And I think, and I think and I agree with that. I agree with what everybody's saying. And it takes two to make that relationship work. You both have to give 100%, but when one is slacking, that's when the other one should pick up, and
I
pick
agree.
up for both of us.
Yes.
I agree.
Okay. And
But relationships are like a weight and balance scale. It's
Anyway,
exactly what
this
you're
is
saying, right?
All over.
But it's never like this.
No.
It's always like this if it's working. But if it gets like this, oh wow, who's
There's
getting
balance.
too much now? When
Then it's
that's off
time to
balance.
go.
It's off balance.
Yeah.
So you can look at relationships that way. You can.
It equally yoked. That's like you
Oh.
said, and there's gonna be some variance in the degrees to who's up and how down a person is. And like
Right.
you said, Renee, that's when the other person is there to fill in the gap, stand in the gap, to you know what I'm saying?
Well, he's your partner. He's got to have your back.
Absolutely.
If you
and
don't
me
feel in a
his.
relationship that guy or that girl or that person has your back.
Yeah.
And same with children.
Yep.
It's
Exactly.
same with parents.
Yeah.
It's same with cousins, whatever relatives or whatever friends you have created in your family, because we have so many friends that are our family.
Yes.
We call them family, they call them sister, whatever. So meaning that there are those expectations that I have, and you speak from like you come from your place and I place, you probably had a lot of like experiences with learning that it's got to be me, it's got to come from me, it's got to come from. I believe, because you can't, mess with someone's belief if that's their belief.
That's
right. But if you say you need to believe, then that disrupts the relationship. And so,
Exactly.
I need you, like you were saying earlier, to take out the garbage. And I need this every Wednesday because they pick it up on Thursday. Can you do that for me? Like Renee says, be nice. Can you do that for me?
And if you don't have, I mean, this is me. I'm going to speak for me. If I don't have any expectations, then I can bet you my black behind that I'm going to just get any damn thing. And I'm not going to take or settle for anything. I have expectations. Now, whether you can or are willing to meet them is a whole nother
Well, that's
story.
his choice.
And
or
that,
her
and,
choice.
and I've given him that choice.
Yeah.
Okay.
And
Right.
that's the
expectations.
part that I need people to understand. You have to give me, no, you don't have to give me a choice. I'm going to make my choice. You know what I'm saying? But oftentimes we go into these relationships and people, you're not given the opportunity to make conscious choices because this person hasn't been honest and upfront and showed you who they really are. And then later on, after about 6 months to a year, you done got locked and tangled up.
Girl, you got conned.
Then the the representative leaves the building.
Oh my God. That
And then you
sucks.
sitting there looking like I didn't buy into this.
Right,
You know
right,
what I'm
right,
saying?
right.
But when you are
Right.
upfront in the beginning, like
Transparent.
my house has to stay clean. I don't need my man to clean my house. What I need him to do is to maintain it.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying? I don't need my man to, I don't know, there are just some things, like I said, I'm a little old fashioned. I believe men and women have their place. So I'm into like the old fashioned stuff, right? I like that.
What does that mean?
But like opening doors and pulling out chairs and just being thoughtful and considerate, paying the bills. Now I'm gonna work every day and I make some pretty good money, so I know what I bring to the table.
Right.
So we gonna eat. But I'm gonna give you a choice. I'm gonna let you know who I am from the beginning, and then that way, if you don't like it or if you don't want it, you can make a conscious decision based on what I told you, not what I hid from you and later it showed up.
Exposed. Right.
And I think
you're
that's
being
very
upfront. You're being
important.
upfront. You're saying, hey,
Yeah,
this
this
is
is
how
who
I
I
am.
am.
Take it or leave it.
Yes.
You know?
And most of them will leave it, my black ass, because I got expectations.
Well, this, what you guys are talking about is ego strength. That you have a strong sense of self, and you have a respect for
Absolutely.
yourself and a love for yourself that says, man, this is my gifts. This is what I have to offer you. This is what I have to share.
Valuable.
And this is what I would share if you deserve to have it. But you gotta show me, you show respect for me, and that you accept me for all my foibles and all my needs and all my desires and all my
crazy.
as we say in Yiddish, all my mishigas. What I bring to the table is what Freda said.
Right.
What you bring to the table, do you respect this? And that's part of just relationship building.
But most
Initial.
time people miss that mark, Linda Kay, they miss that.
Because
they're so
impulsive.
busy trying
They're
to
impulsive, or they're not
impress.
thinking, and they're not really, taking the time to understand who this other person is. They're just saying, I need love bad. Okay, you look good.
Come here.
Yeah, yeah.
Right.
And then, you're trying to impress this person and you being somebody that you're not in the beginning. The representative is gonna leave. They're gonna have to leave. So then what are you gonna do?
Right.
Me, I'm gonna kick you to the curb because that's not the person that I met.
He's a liar.
You lie,
Right.
baby. Look
Let's
at
just call it
lie.
liar.
Yeah. See me, I'm not gonna come to you like that. You're gonna know. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna know. You're gonna know.
Well, no, and they should know. And anybody who is in your purview of life, in your
Mhm.
intimate relationships, should know you,
Yeah.
or you don't let them in.
Go slow.
You know, I'm listening to how everybody's, going back and forth on this. And
I got a question for you though.
Oh.
Go ahead.
no, I like what I'm hearing. And I think, and again, this is why I decided I was going to go out of my realm,
Mm-hmm.
because where my relationship is a 50, we're both giving, we're both taking, we're both receiving, we're both doing what we need to do. It's not, yes, I may be doing a lot in this relationship at this moment, but when he decides, when he can get here, when immigration
Yeah.
decides to
Yeah,
go my
see.
papers and say, okay, anyway,
Yeah.
when he gets here, he is going to step up and say, you know what, you're gonna sit down, I'm gonna take over, and you just let me do what I need to do.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Are you
So-
looking forward to that?
I'm looking forward to the fact that we can both build.
Yeah.
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 Does he want to come here and you want to go there? What's
You know
going
what,
on
he
with
does
that?
not really wanna come here.
Really?
He does not wanna
Oh.
come here. But because I have responsibilities and a mortgage.
Okay.
You can't bail. You can't rent it out.
I can, but right now is just not the time to do that.
Yeah.
Okay.
So eventually, once these papers are approved by the National Visa Center and sent over to the
Whoa.
consulate,
Wow.
we'll see what happens because,
Are you able to visit right now?
oh yeah.
Okay.
Oh yeah, I try to go every 6 months. Every 6 months, take a couple of weeks off.
I
and
see
just
you
go.
when you go.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
And when you buy, I'm like, oh,
Hey, babe.
I think this is from Morocco. Doesn't it look like it's from Morocco? Thank you, my girl from JackieRay. I'm wearing this gorgeous necklace you gave me for my birthday.
I want to know the things that we're talking about, how you get to know an individual and how, in a relationship such as yours, he's in Morocco, you're here,
Mhm.
and he was in Morocco when you met him,
Yes.
I'm assuming, you
Yes.
know what I'm saying? How did you get to know this individual? How did he get to know you, really? You know, and how did you know
the phone.
that it wasn't a front? You know what I'm saying? How did you know that?
We spent, he would, he worked hours and hours and hours, and then he would go and get on the internet and we would chat, and he would wait up until I was gone. It's 3, 4 o'clock in the morning for him.
Mm-hmm.
It's only 3:30 in the afternoon for me. So, having a constant, and sometimes we could just be on, did I
Go ahead,
just
no,
die
you're
here?
good.
Oh, okay. So, we can be on, on video chat and not have to say anything,
Mm-hmm.
because I can see what he's looking at, and I'm comfortable with that, but my relationship was built on constant conversation, constant communication. And then, and when it was time for me to go to Morocco, this is where the test comes in. Let me see if
It's
you
when the
are.
rubber hits the road.
Yeah. Is this who you really are? And let me tell you something. The moment I got there, it was crystal clear. His intentions, everything about him that he told me about, everything was just exactly the way he told me it was going to be.
Mm-hmm.
And from that day on, that's when the trust built.
Yes. But Renee, I think we're mistake with the trust solidified, because it took a great deal of trust, I feel, in my opinion, to have the courage to
Mm-hmm.
even go,
Yeah.
to get on the airwaves.
What a beautiful story. You're so
Absolutely.
blessed.
It took me some time.
Well, you deserve it. You deserve this. This is love. This is real. Doesn't that feel awesome?
That's beautiful. It's beautiful. I'm
Is it
every day,
electrifying when he calls
Every
you in
single
his
day.
arms?
every single day I'm mesmerized by the relationship that him and I have. You know, we are gonna get through this no matter what.
Does he have a brother?
Actually,
Actually, does, what about his daddy? Because they can have several wives, can't they?
Unfortunately, the father has gone, and they don't. In this culture, one wife.
One wife.
Because he can't handle anything else.
Okay.
Especially with them. But no, they have one heart.
They want one love.
That's it. They don't want anything else.
Yes, yes.
Wow.
And they're very hardworking people and very generous and very unique and just everything about them. And I wish I'm gonna have to kidnap y'all. Take you guys with me. Yes.
Road trip.
Definitely.
I'll do my belly dancing.
I know, I'll do that.
I don't even want to try.
I'll do it.
But it is, in my relationship, it is a very unique relationship, and we both have goals, we both have dreams. Unfortunately, you know, with 45 being in office, it does make things very difficult, you know. We started off as a K-1 visa, which was a fiance visa, which was denied at the embassy level. We got through America, we got through, you know, all these things, but when he got in front of the counselor's office, it was a different story, you know, and they already had made up in their mind that this is what they were gonna do, deny.
Wow.
So immediately I flew out there, we got married, and now we're back at step one where we sent in our paperwork, where we've paid our fees, where, you know, now we have submitted our documents over to the National Visa Center. And I'm so grateful that I have a group of ladies and a group on the internet called Visa Journey that helps people in my position get through this process because they've already gone through this process. So, you know, I'm grateful for that, and I'm just waiting right now just for, you know, these papers to be, you know, accepted, and once they're accepted, then it goes on to the embassy, and the embassy will give us a date,
Wow.
and then I'm gonna be back on the plane and be like, bye. But, do I wanna move to Morocco? I would love to move to Morocco and live my life there. But right now, we're gonna go this route, and we're gonna deal with it, and you know, then
It's gonna
we'll
happen.
figure it out from
It's
there.
gonna
Oh, it's gonna happen. You're gonna be there.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it's gonna happen.
Well, he's already building a house for us, so.
It's gonna happen.
Oh, so
Yeah.
Renee, you're gonna be leaving us soon.
No.
Loki.
I know, we're gonna have dual, you know, we'll be here, we'll be there, but his whole thing is he just wants to live a nice, quiet, peaceful life. I'll have to tell you afterwards, but, I've met my match.
Deeply in love, aren't you?
More than I am.
That's cool.
You've got to be
Quick.
kidding, Dante.
Jesus, that was quick.
I love that face. I said, Dante, you've got to be kidding. He tells me, we've got 6 minutes, Diggy Fletcher.
Wow.
Whoa. Linda Kaye,
Yes, ma'am.
because Renee, you're gonna take us out. So I want you to just get your mind right. You're gonna close us out a little bit. So you've got 6 minutes to 4 minutes to just decide how you want to close us out. Linda, you've got some amazing stuff coming up on your docket.
Yeah, this is my shout out to me. Okay, so I've got the show coming up. It's called What's Your Hubbub? And I've got 7 open mic readers. They hit me up to be on the show because I put an open mic call. It's going to be at the Neutra Institute Museum and Gallery in Silver Lake. It's 2379 Glendale Boulevard. That's Silver Lake. So, you know, Neutra is a pretty well-known gallery and institute, architect phenomenon in those days. They made these houses of glass. And so he has a museum and gallery. It's music, spoken word, it's poetry, and it's mostly going to be my poems. I've got a new chapbook coming out, and it's going to be free to your $5 admission. And this is going to be September 28th, Saturday, September 28th. Hit me up, www.lindakpoetry.com, and I'll give you all the deets.
Oh, yay.
I also want to give a shout out to Pamela Satnam Buckner with the Soul Long Beach Yoga Festival. Pamela's going to most likely be coming on our show soon, everyone, but just promised Pam that I was gonna give a plug. That event is coming up in February. Again, this has to do with yoga and wellness and health and stress management. And so I promised Pam, well, it came on my spirit today, so I promised Pam to give her a shout out. So shout out, Pam.
Hey, all right.
And we got that coming in February. So, Miss Freda Ross, what do you think about tonight and love and immigration and your childhood friend?
I am just so very happy to have been able to be on the show with you tonight
It's amazing.
and to just see you again
I know.
after so many years. I'm gonna date myself. I probably haven't seen you in what, 40 years?
I think probably about 41.
Yeah.
Well, we were in junior high, right?
Yes.
We were in junior high when I. Okay,
Yes.
so-
Yes, so
Ooh.
yeah, it's been amazing. The girl, yeah, we're not old. We're a little seasoned.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Like salt and pepper.
Yeah. So yeah, and I'm very happy for you.
It's amazing. It's
Very happy
wow.
for you. When you get over there, I'm coming.
Hey, I'm gonna invite you. I'm gonna buy you a ticket. Be like, come
I'm
on.
coming.
Let's go.
Excused, right?
No excuses.
Renee, how did you feel about the show tonight?
You know what? I understand why you like this lady. She is
Right?
hilarious. I am so grateful. Thank you.
Oh my God.
I think just getting together. I mean, I'm a loner, so when I get together with women, it's just amazing. I take back so much positiveness and just energy, and I am just so grateful. I'm wow. Girl, you haven't changed.
Everybody says that.
She has not changed.
People look at my the grade school, kindergarten pictures and stuff.
You're
They be
still the
like,
same.
you
All
look
you need is
the
a little
same.
I that's what I tell all the time. That's all the time. Isn't it the cutest thing?
Oh my God! Yeah.
Makes me
Well,
smile.
okay.
Take
It's
it,
a
girl.
blessing.
Okay.
Thank you for
Yeah.
allowing me to be here and being around you guys. It's
Thank
amazing.
you. I've got Linda Kaye, Renee Bustos, Miss Freda Ross, JackieRay Phillips here. Hey, Bishop Noel Jones spoke a word stating that it was a sin for a man to follow a woman. My question is it also a sin for a lady to follow a man because she went to Morocco? Nope, it's not, Mr. Thompson. We can do it. We got girls rock.
Yes.
Rock! This is all. Thank you so
Bye-bye,
much for
you
joining
guys.
us. We'll see you next week on the Poetry of Justice Show with JackieRay Phillips on JacksRadio.com.
Yay.
No, I'm so sorry, Mr. Thompson, but is it a sin? Is it a sin?